Good morning. This is Mackenzie from TLC EAP, and I'm here to introduce you today to Sloan Wilkins. Sloan is an executive coach, and Sloan does financial coaching packages and programs, and he is affiliated as a part of the EAP program that I offer. So what I want to talk to you today, Sloan, is about how employers can offer their staff an opportunity to feel as though they've had a pay rise from accessing some of your expertise. So welcome,
Yes,
Sloan.
thanks so much, Mary. And I think one of the interesting things, particularly in the circumstances we're facing at the time of recording, is with cost of living and interest rate rises are having a really big impact on people out there. So it's important to make sure that we are helping our people as much as possible, because when they're doing well with their finances, they're in a great position to do their best in a work environment as well. And I find when talking with people, we can help them gain some structure, gain some clarity, help them take a greater degree of control over their income through things like budgeting. And then in that way, they become more comfortable with managing their circumstances. And they do often get that sense, as you talked about there, that by starting to put some structure around their finances, that it feels like there's suddenly more money and life becomes a little easier, not perfect, but we can all make incremental progress with our finances.
Mm-hmm. And I know that conscious spending is a word that you like to use.
Yeah, absolutely. From my perspective, every dollar in our income needs a job to do for us, and we need to direct that income towards things that we need to pay, of course, but also the things that are actually meaningful for us and our family, rather than just having spending going into areas where, if we sat back and took a look in the cold hard light of day, we might not actually choose to spend in certain areas, but direct our funds towards things that matter.
And what sort of results have you had? What sort of comments do you get from people that use your service?
Yeah, so definitely feeling like all of a sudden, wow, there's more money, and we feel like we've got a pay rise without putting the pressure on the employer to actually deliver some real pay rises for us. Um, when I'm working with a couple, there is that sense that they feel like there is greater clarity and they're in it together moving forward. So that sense of control and moving from stress and anxiety more towards financial confidence with each passing week.
So a lot of that would be literally about having the conversations in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. We're all really busy, so oftentimes when we get home at the end of the day or the end of the week, the last thing that we want to sit down and talk about is our finances. So having a space where, as a couple, we can show up, know that we're going to be talking about things related to finances in a space that's safe and supportive, gives us the best opportunity to have those conversations without being burdened with potentially money stress or money fights off the back of it.
And I know that money stress can certainly take a lot of your mental energy and can even take away and add to the level of stress you're feeling at work. It can add to that sense of desperation around workplace security, that kind of thing, if there is some financial stress. So offering your staff access to somebody like Sloan as as a financial coach through an EAP program can be a life raft for some of your staff. For others, it may well be just giving a sense of freedom and autonomy around their funds and where they're putting it. So if you'd like to find out more about how you can offer this to your staff, give them a pay rise without actually increasing their salary, please feel free to get in touch. Mackenzie, TLC EAP.